How the heck is everybody doing tonight? It's Friday, Southeast Indiana, and the other day it was 91, and then it's like 66 today. So yeah, it woke up to a lovely 46 degrees this morning. Talk about being kind of chilly. All right, what I got here is the what I got here. Oh, I got the Pirate. And I got the base plate. I'll have to turn my screen around. What I'm doing right now is I'm taking out these pegs that I 3D printed because I needed to 3D print some new ones and make the infill tighter so it makes them stronger. Because if you set it on upside down, which we're going to have to do to take all these screws out of here, it likes to break them. So that is on my to-do list. And I just got to remember that I had 2 pins down. Okay, so we got that there, we got that there. Let me flip, get my thing over here, turn around. Okay, what we got here, as I said, the Pirate. And we have the new base plate, which is right here. So, what do we got to do is take all these, there are 43 There's 43 screws in this thing. So, you know, I have never done this before. And this could end up being quite comical because I know all this stuff is going to fall down, want to fall down, as I take all of these screws out of here. So I was kind of looking at it thinking, well, what the heck? You know, I don't want to lose the screw placement, but it's pretty simple when you look at it. You got the 2.5 millimeter ones, which are the bigger. I believe those are the 2.5s. Yeah, the bigger ones are the 2.5s. The smaller ones are the 2s. And you can tell by the size of the screw head, you know, let's zoom in here. Okay, so you're looking right here. So the smaller ones here, these are like the 2.5s, and then the bigger 2s. And then the bigger ones are the 2.5s. And they're all the same. I'm not all the same. I mean, you got to smatter. They're everywhere. But in the front, up here, see if I can zoom out, and you kind of see where my finger is. I don't know how well that's showing up. Right there. These are actually round head, so they're a little bit different style than the flatheads. So I was thinking, okay, well, I was going to try to line them up, maybe just stick them in the screw holes from the existing one, but when I take this out, I kind of want to lay it flat next to the other one so I can see where the bend is and maybe try to unbend this one if I even can. I don't even know if I can or if it's even worth it. I forget how much. I want to say it was like 35, 36 bucks. So that may or may not be a worthwhile endeavor, but so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through and take out all of the 2.5 2s, and then I'll start with the 2.5s. And we're going to find out what falls off as a result. So if I'm not talking throughout this whole thing, excuse me. We're going to see how this works. Probably, I don't know if my other, no, it won't. I mean, I guess I could put this in the drill and zip them out quicker. Let's see if that'll work quicker with the drill. Just for taking them out, I will put them back in with the drill. Okay, so, all right. Now the issue we're going to have and where this is going to get complicated is some of these screws aren't as long. So what I'm going to do as I'm taking them out, I'm going to set them over here, kind of in a close approximation of where they're coming out of, so I don't lose track of what's what. I know I watch a ton of people doing stuff, and man, they just throw their screws down. It's like, man, how do you keep track of where all that stuff came out of? So it looks like on the sides, it's all the short screws. And that was the side piece, which I guess I could put those back. So that goes like that. Yep. Okay. Guess I could stick them down in there. And this is going to be probably a fairly lengthy video. But I know if I don't do this, then I'm just going to have crap everywhere and not know where stuff went. So I'll go ahead and get this side off. Now putting it back together should be really fun because I'm upside down. So that is going to go back like so. Yeah, there may be an easier way to do this, but if there is, I don't know it. Okay, so we'll put that there with that. That there with that. Kind of make that. You kind of, can you even see it? Yeah, you can see right here where my fingers are. That's where those rails are. Okay. Got that. And let's go in the center. And I just have a sneaky suspicion everything is just going to come flying off. Okay, so then we got next to that. Okay, so that is pretty much the back half of the twos. And then hopefully as things fall down, like that just fell down, that must be for the part of the servo saver stuff. That should be for the front lower control arms. I'm kind of hoping it stays in place with it sitting up on the shock towers. Okay, so is that all of the 2s? I believe it is. Okay, just going over my placement here, make sure I kind of got my bolts in the right spots. Screws, I should say. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun when all this stuff starts flying down. Okay, so that is the second, so this is in between the second and the third. Hope that motor don't come flying down. Okay, so then I had those 2 in the center, and then, okay, so those 3 go right above it. I wouldn't be so concerned if they weren't all different lengths. Whoa, there went the battery thing. Okay, so that, gotta remember how that goes. And not lose my placement. Sorry if I seem like I'm being kind of anal, but I'm just waiting for everything to drop off this. Which I'm expecting that, so just I'm trying to be better planned. If you know, whatever. Oh, there went the motor. Okay. And there goes the rear end. And the ESC and stuff is still attached. And that drive shaft. So let me see if I can hold on to that. What the heck? Guess I can, since I've got the motor right there. Well, I probably should have taken pictures of the top before I did this, but I did not. So we got a motor. I'm just set that there. And I need to cut off the zip ties for those little lights that I had in there. And then I should be able to pull that away, but then I got to disconnect the well, no. Yeah, the steering servo is attached still. You should be able to see it right there. And what the heck is this just stuck on here? Yeah. That is just stuck on there with 3M tape. Okay, so here is our frame. Hopefully you can see where the bend is. All right, I'm gonna try not to disturb too much there. I need to find a spot. Let me find a spot, clear a spot, and I'll be right back. Field trip time. Not really. We're just going to the end of the garage here. Okay, here are the two pieces. Hopefully you can see the tail end on the one closest to us. That one right there. See how the back end right here is tipped up, and then on the front right here it's tipped up more. So let's just see if we can bend this plate. It is just aluminum. And take some of that out. Okay, so the back, oh, not only is it bent, it's tweaked. Okay. Ooh, that's tweaked good. I don't know about even trying to fix that. I mean, might get some of the bend out. Okay, so we know that's got to go down some. Not quite flat or flush with the table. Okay, so that may be a little too much. Put a little back into that. But the back end is definitely got to come down more. I may end up having to put that in a vise. So we're still tweaked a little bit. I think that front part would be okay. I can measure. It looks like it does need to tip up just a hair more still. And we'll do that at the bend. Make sure I got nothing on my table, probably the wobble. Okay. So you can see from the back here, this back needs to go down. This end, this side here needs to go down. So, looks like it's definitely tweaked sideways. And you can see right here where that bend is on those screws. So I'll line those screws up. I mean, I think we can get it to where it's usable again. Yeah, we're still tweaked. So I need to twist it. I've got the back end getting pretty close to being flat. Now front is up looks like a skosh too high. Doesn't take much to bend it, that's for sure. So that's good. Front could come down maybe just a hair, and I think this back needs to go down and to the right. So let's try around about here. See if we can bend it down. That's better. So now I just still need to bend this back piece down. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. It ain't got too much of a twist in it. I can go a little bit more. yeah, I think without getting out the caliper, that looks pretty good. Yes, it is still tweaked just a hair, but ultimately I don't think that would matter. So we'll save that piece for a rainy day. Get you back over here. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the base to the front section and then the back section, and then flip it over. Reason being is I've never done this before, so I didn't know exactly what. No, come on, stupid screen. I've got to retape the ECS to the base, this piece here, but it's attached to the steering servo, which is still attached to the steering. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll get this piece attached. That way I can flip it over, disconnect the steering stuff, and then I'll be able to get to that from the top. Attach the back side of it, and then I'll be able to flip it over. And then we'll have to put the battery tray back in, these side pieces, which those are all on the ends. So I think that is the best plan of action. And then I've got to figure out, because I know I replaced one of these dog bones already. Actually, it was this one here that I replaced. And I should have recorded that. It was a really major pain in the butt. But I'll go ahead and get this thing on. And then we can proceed to flip it over. And I got my drill set on the lowest setting so it doesn't over tighten these bolts and nuts. Screws! That's probably still too tight. And that's on its lowest setting, so I'll just go slow. Okay, so we got that, and do I have, yeah, that's the front, that's the back. Put these other two big ones down in here. Okay, and we got our 4 round head screws up front here. What the heck? What the heck? Sorry for that interruption, telemarketers. They're so freaking rude. And even when you put yourself on the do not call list, they still call you. Okay, so we'll use this big one for the 2.5s, and we'll use the smaller slow drill for the 2s. Okay, that's working good. Need to blow this thing out, man. It is packed full of Florida sand. So I did bring a brush over and kind of brushed it off a little bit. So get this fixed and mail it back down to Florida. Okay, so the front section is attached. Let's attach the back section. And then we'll take it from there, man. We'll see where it takes us, I should say. Make sure our screw holes are lined up. Looks like they did have some Loctite on these. And we'll just crank them down. You know what? They did. Let me get the blue Loctite. Got it. I'm here. Might as well do it. We'll just put a little dab down the hole. And I don't think in the back there it's going into metal. That's going into plastic. So we don't need any in the back. You know what? It's okay. I just want to, we'll get these in here, we'll snug them up. If I got to loosen them back up, that's fine. Because that stuff won't be set up in that short amount of time. Hate them screws going into the plastic. Just be mindful. Don't crank them down. You can feel when it's getting snug. And FYI, because I'm going to try to get this video out pretty soon. See my phone? Look at that. Oh, it's messed up, man. This is my S21 Plus. Dropped it off about a 100-foot tower today. And believe it or not, it is still working. The screen ain't working. So I went through a rigmarole. I mean, actually, I had another crapo phone. I had Verizon. They switched it over for me today. But they got some, you know, you can trade your phone in. The S22 Plus doesn't have much more to offer than my S21, which I'm perfectly satisfied with, other than the fact that it does not have an SD card slot, neither does the S22. But anyway, to make a long story short of that, while I'm working on this, I found out that Samsung the company, if you go to their website, if you've got a S-series phone or whatever, it's normally like $250 to replace the screen, fix the screen. Well, they're running a special right now until I don't know when, but it's $99. So there's a place, it's over in Florence, Kentucky. That's about 45 minutes from here. I've got an appointment to take it over there tomorrow, and sure enough, I called them to confirm that, and yes, indeedy, $99.99, $100, and get my phone back. Because I've got a little Motorola, I don't know what that piece of crap is, but it is a piece of crap. Okay, so we've got the body on, all right, and we have our steering servo here. We have our wires there, and that doesn't seem right. That should be... That does go down that way, but what am I missing here? This should be sitting over here, I do believe. I don't remember it, yeah, because there's the 4 screw holes for it right there. Okay, so how did I have this? Like... So, okay, so that was sitting like that. Oh, okay, and then the ESC was over here. Sorry, I'm just a little confused. Okay, so I can go ahead and get, there should be 4 screws there, laying over there for the bottom. So let's go ahead and flip this back. Yeah, we got we got these two short ones. They go under your arms for where your servo saver is. I don't think that's getting in there. Get that hole lined up. There it is. Okay, so that's that. And then this was sitting here like this. I know you can't really, I'm upside down. I've got the steering servo upside down so I can see the holes. There's one hole. Then stick your bits in. Man, I had that lined up. That didn't feel right. That is the right screws. I just don't think I have the right hole. No, I don't. Okay, so there's a hole there. Yeah, this is the pain part, man. Okay, so there is an arm there, or a hole there. Probably should have brought my flashlight over. Bits are kind of magnetized, so grab them. Okay, so let's set that there. Let's get our hole lined back up. Okay, so there are the two holes. They're at angles, so you can't really mess that one up. Just there's that one hole. There is the other hole. Okay, so that's pretty much in position. Okay, snug that. Move your steering servo down just a hair so those holes line up. Is that right, Chuck? Okay, so there should be two more in the back. Yes, there are. And that would be these two right here. And then I'm going to flip it back over because I don't remember with the drive shaft, the center drive shafts. I know those get screwed in to that there is. Okay, we got the whole motor. Let's kind of clean that off while we got it here. Yeah, it is. Got a ton of sand on it. Okay, so that is going to sit like so, and it goes in the center. And this piece here is what I'm kind of questioning where it went. Okay, so those holes should line up with that. In the center, wish I could get you down in here a little bit better. Let's see here. See if you can see where my finger is. Okay, so the motor, the ESC I'm not worried about, because that's just taped in. This thing here, though, there's 4 holes. Okay. And then, all right, I see. All right, let me. Man, sand everywhere. Tell you what, hold on, man. I'm gonna get my air hose and blow this thing off. Okay, so you can see where my finger's pointing, okay? This here is the base, okay? And there's 4 holes. If you see where my finger's moving around, those are the 4 holes, okay? And then at the leading edge right here, there's this piece on, yeah, you can kind of see it wiggling around. These 2 pieces right here, they slide up under there. And that's where I believe it was the long screws, yes, and I think when I replace this, one of those stripped out, so I need to see if I got another screw for that. But it just slides up under those. And then what you want to do is you want to put your dog bones in and then put that down into position and put the screws in. So if we're looking at it upside down, you got these 4 right here, and then you got these 2 right here, and those 2 go to these arms. There's one on each end. There's one this in here, and I don't know if you kind of yeah, you can see the end of it right here where my finger is. That's the other end of it. All right, so that is kind of the tricky part. Let me see if I can find something to prop it up on its side while we do these. See if these tires will be tall enough. Then we'll have to get the battery tray back in. But FYI, if you're doing this or you have one of these Pirates and you break one of these center dog bones, number one, they're the same as the rears, okay? The exact same part number. So, you know, when you buy one of these, get you a couple of extra sets of them. And because the new ones are beefier, they feel, and they're thicker than the originals. So here they are side by side. And one of them broke, and I think it broke because this thing was bent so bad. I'll show you how far back this thing was bent. Okay, so we're looking at the body here, okay? And these first holes right here is where it originally went, okay? These holes back here is where I had to drill, just thinking she had bent this post here and wasn't paying much attention to it, and that's when I found out, no, the whole frame is bent. So, I mean, that's almost 3/4 of an inch, you know, that this thing was bent up. So, we got some tires here. We're going to see if I can use that as a little stand. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so what we want to do is we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 4 there, but I need to, part of those may be the battery tray, so I'm going to hold off on those. But we're looking at these 2 right here, these 2 right here, and these 4 in the center to hold the motor in, and those 2 braces that I just showed you. So let's do this first. Let's go ahead and get our dog bone in the back, dog bone in the front, and get those in place. All right, and then we can take our motor and kind of put the dog bones in. And then slide it under or back so we can get it up under that thing. I know you can't see this too well. Oh, come on, man. It's kind of got the bottom of this thing that I'm dorking with has a slot in it. So it doesn't really matter. You should be able to just move it up out of the way. Okay, so that is in. That is in. Now we should be able to put this back up on its side and at least find a hole here lined up. Yeah, okay. Get a screw and you probably could Loctite these. As long as you get one in, you're good. All right, so let's get one more, and we'll put a dab of Loctite on it. Then we're going to pop this one. Actually, no. We'll go ahead and put these other two in. Now, the two in the front, these two in the front here, these right here, are longer. So when you lay your screws out, make sure you keep that in mind. Now, that's going into plastic, so we don't need the Loctite on those. But I will take this one in the back out, and I'll put a little bit of Loctite on it. Okay, so yeah, we do have a long and a short, but you know what? I think I did end up replacing that, but my screw may have been just a tad too long. Oh, no, it seems okay. So that was a 2. Let's see if we can get these in. I'm guessing that went in. Let me get a flashlight. Look down there and make sure. Those go into nuts, believe it or not. And it doesn't feel like it's tightening. Maybe that nut's spinning. Yeah, that nut is, there's a nylock nut in there. And the thing of it is, I don't think we can reach that, even with a pair of needle nose. Let me find my needle nose. See if we can kind of put this in there and grab hold of it. Let's see if that works. No. It's just spinning it. Okay, let's try the shorter one. Let's see if it bites. Okay, we have success there. Whoa, what did it? Okay. Okay, loosen this forward one up. a little bit. Kind of looks like that arm needs to go forward. Yeah, maybe that's it. So if your hole don't line up, just kind of grab the shock tower on the back side and push it forward a little bit, get your hole line up. Okay, so that's in. And that's in. Okay, now we have another screw. Just lost my bit. Oh, where did it go? Probably never find it in a million years. Where the heck did I? Oh, there it is. Then we'll proceed to figure out where. Let me zoom you back out. Where that battery tray hooks up to. Okay, so we have another big one here down at the bottom, and that is metal. So going into metal, so put a dab of Loctite on it. Okay. All right, so now we have the battery tray, and this is going to sit. Let me see if I can get this Velcro stuff. I'm guessing these are big. Yep, they're big screws. Okay. So the battery tray has 4 of the 2.5s. You can see right here, 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 and here. Those are for the battery tray. So we just get one of them in. Leave some slack so you can position it. All your screw holes will line up. Well, this is turning out to be not the nightmare that I thought it would be. It's not that, actually, it's not that bad. Okay, I'm gonna put these 2 screws in the back posts. And then the only thing we have left is the side rails. Okay, so this one should be, is this side? Must be, hopefully I don't have to. Okay, so, or did that come up the, no, I think, is it this one? Yeah. Okay, so I can take our screws out of here. Drop that down into there. I'll snug them up a little more once I got all the screws in. But we'll go ahead and flip it. Okay, there's that. You know, I should be able to just do this one here. Of course, I guess I can just turn it right upside down again. I'm going to have to fire up the 3D printer. Print some new body posts. Stay. And if you noticed, there's that one screw right there. It's going into that nylock that I can't stop from spinning. That's all right. It's seated enough. Whoa, whoa, where'd my screw go now? There it is. So yeah, back to the phone thing there. So, you know, if you got an S-Series phone and you've cracked the screen, get it fixed for $100. So, and if all goes well tomorrow, I'll have my phone back. Of course, then I think I gotta get a hold of Verizon and go through all that rigmarole, switch it back over, and you know, blah blah blah. All right, so that's gonna go down in here like this. This is just glued, stuck. I don't think that was actually down here. No, it was stuck to the side of it. So let's get that off. I don't know. I'll check and see. I don't know if alcohol is going to take that off. But I'm going to need a pair of scissors. Now, that padding down here is fairly thick, but this stuff should be about the same. Yes, it is. Okay, so all I got to do is peel this off. Peel that off. I'm going to try alcohol. I don't know if that is going to do the trick. We'll see, Ted. Or at least make it where we can scrape it off. Yeah, that'll probably. You know, I know what would work really good is that liquid Goo Gone. But I am out of it, and I have it on my list. And every time I go to the store, I forget to